Spidermaf scratch builds of 2022. Alright, I never really attempted scratch builds before 2022, but here's how it all started. I watched an Andy Mecca video about him making a pipe bot, and I made this one pretty much copying what Andy did, and I was hooked. The only thing that I did that was slightly different was these are two greeblies that I found in an Airfix tank kit. Then I decided I'd do my own version of it, still because I had a bit of PVC pipe spare. Interestingly, the PVC pipe I got off Spiderson, who'd got the PVC pipe to make a lightsaber hilt, and he never finished that. This little bit here was made out of a LED light that had gone. Then I went on holiday and I went into a pound store and I bought all the bits in the pound store to make this. This is one of my favourite ones, although its finish on it wasn't bought in a pound store. But most of this is just pipe bottle tops and some spoons, and some more spoons on the base there. And as I said, they weren't bought, they're the tops from a soy sauce canister. Then I made this one. This was made out of a Kinder Egg and EVA foam. Again, I got the idea from watching Andy, but the legs are completely different. They're all my idea. These are all made from Super Sculpey that have been put onto tongue depressor sticks, and these sticks in here are coffee stirrers, obtainable from all good coffee shops and some of the bad ones too. Then there was more of a challenge to make a robot out of something. This one was made out of a deodorant lid. If I go that way, you might recognise a bit of that, although this looks a bit Dalek. Some blocks of plastic there, but the rest of this is all pretty much out of either styrofoam, EVA foam, or, as I said, the deodorant bottle. And there's a little bit of wire here, that's just coat hanger wire. Then I had to go at something that was original to me. This was made out of a Kinder Egg toy. In fact, it might even have been the toy that I bought the egg that I used this for. But anyway, this guy is a copy of Johnny 5 from Short Circuit, and this one I've tied in with my electronics hobby as well. So I've given him some eyes which do animate. There's another video you can look at to see the code and how to do that. There's a little teeny Raspberry Pi on the back of that powers his eyes. Well, Volt the Robot, in fact I think it was Volt the Robot, designed this little 3D printed house or craftsman shack. He only designed the front of it, so I built a tin roof and finished the rest of it. I very appreciated the shout out that Craftsman did on his community tab about doing that one, and also for Volt for sharing the original 3D print. Then Morrigan came along and he did the Morrigan Monster Challenge, so I did this. Didn't really know where to go with this. I started off trying to make one of them fishes with the lights that hang over its eyes that you get up from the deep sea. And then I gave it teeth and a mouth, then it looked a bit like a dragon, then I didn't know what to do with it, then it became a slug and it didn't have any arms, and then I suddenly realised I cut his tail clean off and I turned it round, because the tail originally went that way. And I turned it round and turned it into a much longer tail. Well, I 3D printed these legs, which I found the model of, and managed to fit it into it. So this was a slug monster that didn't have any legs, but he decided to build a mech so that he could get around and probably try and take over the world. So this was Super Sculpey, basically, around tin foil and 3D printed legs. These are the mech legs which I designed, which you can get the templates for and cut out on a laser cutter, or just print them out on a piece of paper and cut into cardboard. And then, because I'd made the mech legs, I decided to extend it and made this scout robot mech thing. This fan part was the front of like a jeweler's glasses that I found that I'd broken. Inside there's a marble that gives it that effect. There, just a glass ball inside it. So that's what I've done this year. All I can say is thanks to everyone who's given me inspiration for doing scratch building. I've got loads more ideas to do. I've done a lot of sculpting, I've never done that before. Thanks for that, Andy Mecca. Thanks to Morrigan's creation for setting the challenge, his monster challenge. I enjoyed doing that even though I was a bit late, sorry, but life takes over, doesn't it? And also thanks to Aaron from Terrain by Aaron, because you know, that guy is absolutely evasive at scratch build. If you want to watch scratch building and want to get an idea of how to do it, he drops a video almost every week, so go and give him some love. But anyway, anyone I've forgotten, I apologise. Craftsman, yeah, you too. You've really encouraged me to use my hands and make things this year, and it's been really fun to do that. Who knows what 2023 will bring. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, otherwise bye. Oh, polyurethane resin. Oh, and I forgot to say, sorry about the hum in the background. 3D printer's on. Of course it is.